Morning, folks. How are we doing? Back here again with Amberlynn Reid, and you guys already know I got really excited when I saw the header of this video. Final binge diagnosis update, going back on medication, and I might be suffering with PTSD vlog. All of that just sounds so bad to me, especially that I might be suffering with PTSD thing. Because doesn't she claim she has PTSD? Like she's made that claim loads of times before. Like it's kind of one of those like the trauma thing where everyone recently, well, I'm sure they've been doing it for a long time, but I know recently because of the dress thing, everyone has been jumping all over her because it's her. She's using the word trauma for everything. It doesn't matter. It's like, guys, I have trauma because of this dress because she wore it and looked silly whilst walking to a tree, and that is apparently trauma to her. But it was the same with PTSD, wasn't it? Didn't she always claim she had PTSD, but like she always got shot down and all because she was always saying PTSD over stupid things? Like she couldn't wear her old sneakers because she had PTSD because those are the sneakers she had been wearing when she had fallen and the whole ankle gate thing happened. So where's this now coming from that we might have PTSD? She's claimed she's had PTSD 200,000 times. Final binge diagnosis, fantastic. Oh god, I just don't care. And going back on medication, I thought she would already be on medication. Like surely she should be on like antidepressants and probably a whole slew of stuff to do with her general health. But yeah, guys, I don't know. The second I saw that, I was like, guy, I would rather take a coloring segment over this. I really would. Let's just get into it.
Hello, welcome
Hello.
to a new vlog. So I am mid-makeup. I have my second session today of therapy.
Okay, firstly, why does she always start like her videos mid makeup? Why can't you just be like ready? She always needs to be like, hi guys, I've just started my vlog, and yes, I'm in the middle of eating a spoonful of food. It's like, why didn't you just finish your food before you started the vlog? I don't know what's with the timing. And also, this is only the second session of therapy. Like she had originally said she was going to do it like twice a week to plow through it, so she's ready for weight loss surgery as soon as possible. And it's been like definitely over a week since her first like round of therapy, so she's clearly must have just decided not to, and it's only doing it like once every 2 weeks or something like that now, I guess. That's weird.
I woke up really emotional because of that, because I already
Oh
know like
god.
therapy is emotional, especially when I go to therapy. I mean, I've never been in
You've been to therapy for literally years and years and years. You quit one therapist to join this therapist, so why is it suddenly like a weird thing to be in therapy for you? Like this is what I said before. I actually don't believe she was ever in therapy before this, or this is like fake now and she's playing up. Because I'm sorry, if you're being to therapy for like years with like a therapist or a couple different therapists, and then you start a new one, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, guys, it's so hard going to therapy because we're talking about stuff and it's so emotional. It's just like, but you've just come from therapy, so like it shouldn't make a difference to you.
anyone else's therapy appointment, but I'm sure it's emotional for them as well. But just sharing my experience. Hi. Every time I talk about therapy or it's my therapy day, like Birdie is always back here like a little parrot. Hi.
I don't
I just
care.
know that like my therapy appointments get very emotional and I cry a
Oh my
lot.
god.
I st-
I cry because I cried. That running meme for my channel now. I cried because I cried, guys. Like, I just don't care. It doesn't make you any more sympathetic. This is her idea of vulnerability, okay? This is her idea of vulnerability. Because people are always like, with the weight loss surgery updates, we want to know how many steps you're doing, what you're actually eating in a day. Stop lying to us. We want to know what your actual weight is. Everything like that. And then she like tried to make out that it was like she was like protecting herself by not doing that. And then when she was finally like, guys, okay, I'm gonna take down the walls again. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you. I cry a lot and I'm sad and have PTSD. And it's just like, that's not what we were asking for. We were asking for you to tell us your weight. That's what we were asking for. Why are you trying to use this as some form of deflection? It's weird.
still do my makeup because I don't know, when you go to doctor's appointments or any sort of appointment, I just feel like you need to look, put together. Like
You've said that literally before every weight loss surgery appointment, psychologist, therapist, every single person you've seen recently, you've had this speech. I don't care. That was pointless.
hello. So it has been a feeu hours since you guys last saw me.
Yep, you just
I did
showed
have
us.
some really cute lipstick on. This
I
lipstick literally
don't
has like a cat.
care. God, I literally don't care. Like I just skipped through the last stuff that she's like, I'm gonna put some mascara on. I like mascara, guys. I also like foundation. I don't care. I don't care. Like, get past all the fucking makeup stuff and start talking about something.
But I just finished my second therapy, and
Wow.
I really want to make it a priority, unless I forget or I'm busy or something, to just like talk about it real quick right after it happens.
Unless you're really busy. Amber, what are you ever actually busy with? I'm sorry. You don't leave your house. What are you busy with? I always find that such a weird claim because I'm too busy. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Stuff. Stuff and things and stuff like that. Oh God, like if you're doing like a minute-long update, that really shouldn't even be that hard. Just be able to do it on the drive back.
It is online, like through telehealth.
Okay, never mind. It's not drive back.
It's because that's the only way that he actually does it. So
sure, okay.
It's not because I like chose that. It's just because
he does it, which is
totally fine.
Yeah, sure, 100%, definitely, sure, 100%. Don't most like therapists and psychologists like seeing their people in person because then they can read their body language and everything like that. So it's harder to lie when you're speaking actually face to face. This just is more like if this is even real, this is just more that it's Amber just refusing to leave the house and saying like telling her therapist, "Oh, I need to speak to you over the internet. I need to have a Zoom appointment with you," as opposed to going and seeing you in person. Like, I remember when she tried to sell this to us to start with, she claimed this, like, oh, because of COVID, everyone was still doing it online. It was all still online. It's like, no, it's not been the case for actually a very long time nowadays.
I personally love this therapist. So this appointment,
okay, sure.
Actually, we talked a lot about, do I have binge eating?
Oh, God.
What's really my food problems?
I can't
and
wait.
What can we do to help with that? So I do not binge. Therapist said so. I say so. I have had issues, and I was very vocal.
Okay, so what is this newest therapist's like rendition of what binge eating disorder? Because every time she talks about like a therapist or an expert she's talked to, every single one of them apparently has like a vastly different opinion, and she just clings to that as the definition until it's not suitable for her anymore, and then she'll go back to having binge eating disorder. We don't care. We just don't care anymore. I'm sorry. Like, no matter how much you come on and say, I don't have X because this person agrees with me, and then she'll give like some fucking vague definition. No one cares. No one believes you. No one believes you that that's even what that person said. We just consider that you read that in an internet comment somewhere and go like, hey, that sounds about right. Well, actually, guys, my therapist said this, guys.
About this, very honest about this. In 2019, I had binging problems. I don't eat that way anymore. I don't have that same mind frame around food anymore. But I think this topic is just safer off of my channel because I know a lot of people have different thoughts about it, and it's just safer if I don't talk about it. But I am not
guys, I just want to come on and confirm that specialists agree with me. I'm not a binge eater, or I'm not going to talk about it, and you're not allowed to talk about it either. So you had binge eating disorder in 2019, accidentally cured yourself. That's actually miraculous. I'm genuinely stunned and amazed. I'm sorry. It's so fucking goofy. It's just so goofy. I'm sorry, but this is the whole thing. It's like right now, guys, I have a different mindset with food. It's like, but do you, Amber? But do you actually have a different mindset with food? Because you're the one who's telling us you're eating like 800 calories per day. You're doing so amazing during your whole weight loss thing. But then the very next time you do a weight loss update, you've apparently gained 30 pounds and you're back to above your starting weight. This is meant to be your new amazing mindset with food, and you lied to us for months and then came back and you're like, yeah guys, I'm heavier than my starting weight. So where's that new amazing mindset with food?
Binge eater. I do not have binge eating disorder.
Okay.
And obviously it's taken some time to realize that, because with someone my size, I mean, I overeat, obviously. I mean, you don't become this size by just like kind of overeating, you know.
Yeah, it's almost like you kind of binge eat. You know, I'm probably just going to skip this as just her just rambling about, because if she's not going to actually really tell us anything about it, then I'm not going to include this in the video, because I'm sorry, I don't care. If this is going to be her repeating over and over again, specialists have told me I do not have binge eating disorder. As such, none of you guys can question it. If it's just that, I have no interest whatsoever. I'd rather know what nonsense fake new definition she has. Hey there guys, After the Fact Irishman here. Sorry, I'm just going to skip so much of that. It pretty much is just sort of like amsplaining, and it's going to be a term I'm going to love for a while. Amsplaining therapy to us by being like, guys, did you know that some people eat because it's their coping mechanism when they feel bad, and I'm learning this for the first time, and it's just nonsense. Honestly, like I said, these type of videos are not my favorite type of videos. I really do not generally enjoy them. It is just her saying she used to hate therapy, but she loves therapy because this therapist is so incredibly amazing, guys, that she's learned about her relationship with food is that she is eating to cope with like feeling sad, like, which is like, yeah, everyone in the entire world knows that, but she's acting this is like the first time she's ever heard of that before. The PTSD thing, it's just, yeah, it's the whole thing is just silly. I'm really not enjoying just watching her just ramble about it, so I cut like 8 to 10 minutes of me rambling just to try and condense it down here, because it's really not very fun, it's not very interesting. Let's just get on with the video, guys.
But now that I've been to only 2 sessions, I think I'm looking forward to the third, because before this session, you guys did not see this, but I had massive anxiety. It wasn't about therapy as a whole, partially, but it was just about everything. Everything felt scary. I have been suffering so bad, and I need to go back on medicine. That is why I scheduled a psychiatrist appointment, because I'm
sorry, like, is this one of the 3 original psychologists, or it's I don't even know, psychiatrist. How many mental health specialists has she got dealing with her? Because we've got like 3 psychologists and now a psychiatrist all dealing with her at this moment in time. Would she not talk to her general practitioner? Would she not go and talk to her normal doctor if she wants like anxiety medication? Like maybe I'm wrong, maybe America's different, but over here, like, if I suddenly started feeling really low, and I'd been feeling low for a while, I would go to my GP, and they would prescribe me like antidepressants. Like, maybe it's different in America, but God, I am bored. I am bored with this already. I'm so fucking bored. We might 1.5 times speed this, guys.
Medicine I was taking, it just wasn't working anymore. So I was told to stop taking it, so I did stop taking it, and now my anxiety is... It's not good, obviously.
You were on anxiety medication, but it magically just stopped working. Fine, okay, whatever. But they never give you any like replacements. They're just like, oh, your anxiety medication's not working anymore, and you're having bad anxiety. Well, stop taking the anxiety medication. Bye. Why wouldn't they give her a replacement? This is why no one believes anything she says, because it's like, why couldn't you even make that story believable? That sounds so stupid. It sounds like you quit or you stopped taking it. If they didn't issue with the replacement, it's not because the other one stopped working and, oh my god, it was affecting you so badly, because then they would have given you it. It was very clear that you stopped or you quit taking it if they didn't issue you with any replacements.
So I am going to be put back on medicine. I am going to feel so relieved when that happens, but my appointment's not for another like 2 weeks. That's the soonest I could be seen, which is fine. So until then, I'm really going to take advantage of these next few therapy sessions just to understand my emotions more, and why do I feel the need to turn to
how do you not understand your emotions? You have been in therapy for like 20 years. How? This is my biggest problem with Amberlynn, and it's the biggest problem with like a lot of people who are like this big a level victim, is they always are like, guys, hopefully this time in therapy I'll learn about my emotions. It's like, how have you not? I did like 8 therapy sessions when I was like, I don't fucking know, like 17, 18, because I was going through a couple of things at that time. And like those 8 sessions were enough for me to like change my way of thinking. And I just like, okay, it really helped. It really helped. Just 8 sessions really helped. And then I see her, it's like, I've been in therapy for 20 years, and I don't even understand why I eat food when I'm sad. It's like, it's a coping mechanism. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Food to comfort those emotions. And I don't know, I feel really good. And we want to talk more about like PTSD because of the things that I've been through in the past, like my childhood. I have been told,
you know, like my childhood and like, you know, like the, you know, like stuff and, you know, like my foster stuff and, you know, stuff. Okay. For someone like, see, I find people like her frustrating, because I'm fully honest with myself. Even if she came out and like listed something as happening, I'd probably be like, I don't even know if I believe you that it happened, because it's just of how often she lies. But she's frustrating because she's like, I don't want to talk about all these things that apparently happened to her in her childhood. Oh, there's so much. Oh, I don't want to talk about it, guys. There's so much, but it's so bad, and you'll never believe how bad it is, and there's so much. But she won't talk about it. She won't give any specifics. She won't really list anything in particular. but she loves to talk about the apparent results of that, which are all her shields. PTSD, OCD, intrusive thoughts, ADHD, all this stuff. Everything that she claims was caused by her childhood issues. She loves to talk about them. But so all we get is just like all these like shield. Oh, you can't criticize me because of this. You can't criticize me because of this. Oh my God, I'm a poor victim because of this. But we don't know if any of that's real because she won't talk about what apparently has caused it. She'll just be like, oh my God, it's so crazy. It's like, if you aren't willing to talk about like in general, maybe just avoid talking about your PTSD, your anxiety, your OCD. Maybe stop talking about those in general, because it really just feels weird that every single video you seem to bring them up and just rant about them. And it's just like, but dude, you're wanting to move to like positive vlogs and more fun and stuff like that. Why do we need to know about an anxiety attack you had? Why do we need to know about your OCD? Why do we need to know about your apparent PTSD from shoes? Why do we need to know that? You know, I don't know. She just can't seem to help herself. It always has to be like, go back to being as big a victim as possible. And it's just really frustrating and not really that interesting to watch.
By almost every single therapist I've had that I show a lot of signs of PTSD.
Oh my God.
And
but you've apparently,
it's a topic that never is easy.
But apparently you've never been diagnosed. You've never been diagnosed with PTSD, even though every therapist you've ever had says you really definitely seem to have it. What is this there's a guy called Boogie I've talked about before. He recently was getting a lot of shit just from being like a really bad person. And he came out something and go like, guys, you're all bullying an autistic person. Dun dun dun. and he was like, just saying, like, anyone who criticized him, even though if they have no idea he was talking about autism, or like they'd never mentioned it, he was like, that person's horrible. They're literally bullying an autistic person. And people are like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you? So you're autistic suddenly? And he's like, well, I was talking to my therapist and they said they think that I might have it. I was like, so you aren't diagnosed as autistic? No. My therapist just thinks I might have it. I don't think I have it. My therapist said I might. And he's just like, so you're just using it as a defense when it's not even confirmed that you have it. And that's exactly what Amberlynn's been doing then with the PTSD, if she's apparently been never diagnosed with it. And I guarantee if I looked hard enough, I would find a clip of her saying she's diagnosed PTSD. I guarantee it. Like, we all know that.
I don't even like talking about it now. It gives me like a lot of like unwanted feelings.
Then don't talk about it.
That is that appointment. It went really well. Of course, it's hard. It's not a walk in the park, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So Feline is currently cooking dinner. So if you hear sizzling manizzling, that's what's happening.
That's what I heard earlier on, and you didn't like tell me. So thanks. I appreciate that we were just kind of like listening to a random crackle as you like make up PTSD information. What was that? Ugh.
We're doing like an Easter moment, okay? Where we both bought each other some stuff. It's like an adult.
Oh God, I'm actually excited. Thank God we're away from the nonsense. Okay, so the thing is, the first 6 minutes is all 3 titles. Final Bench Diagnosis, Going Back on Medication, I Might Be Suffering PTSD. Please, Jesus, give me an Easter miracle. Give me an Easter miracle. And let us have some fun with this fucking vlog. It's been 24 minutes of recording. I'm probably going to try and cut out as much as possible because that was fucking nonsense.
Easter basket without the basket.
What?
I just walked out for my appointment and look at the goodies.
Oh, don't the second she said Easter basket, I was like, okay, this could be interesting because, you know, it's Easter. She's probably going to get some chocolates and stuff like that. But how's she going to do that when she's pretending she's on a diet? So I was like, how would she do it? And it's just like, it's, you okay? And it's like a calligraphy pen set. Okay, a mini fish lamp, Lego set, like a replacement of those lights, which is that's quite funny. Like, okay, it's a lot less interesting than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Oh, well, maybe show us Feline's. I bet Feline's will probably be more interesting because Feline has like an actual bit of a personality and like hobbies and stuff like that, as opposed to like Lego and a pen set.
Babe. Oh my gosh, you got me some cute
Yeah, okay. Fucking. Why are socks like 80% of the content of this fucking channel? I love her big paw just came in and just slapped at it, trying to get a grip off it. It looked like she couldn't close her hand into like a fist. At the start of that, she was just fucking slapping it.
Socks? Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at all this and then I'll show you guys what she got me and what I got her. Okay, so I opened everything. I have to show you because it's just so sweet of her. She got me this calligraphy pen set.
Yeah, we saw.
Which, this is what was in it. It's a book that you can obviously write in. And then it comes with
obviously write in and then like a bunch of pens. Is this for her new journaling? You know, because like, you know, Amber is having to take up journaling right now. Her therapist recommended that she takes up journaling. It's not something she's ever done before. So obviously wifey went out and bought her some new pens for her journaling adventure here. I've never seen like this kind of set. Like, because there's like so many different types of pens, but I've never really done calligraphy. My handwriting is honestly the worst thing in the world. I write really small because I don't know. I never wanted to use much space on a paper because I don't know, paper is precious, obviously. So I want to be able to write as much as possible. So I write very small, and apparently people find it very hard to read. I can generally read my own handwriting pretty easily, like, but I write very, very small and kind of like squiggly. It's not like calligraphy squiggly, it's just like squiggly.
Pens and the ink.
Yep.
Like, this is so cool. And then these socks, we have avocado, we have peach, we have watermelon, we have banana. We have lemon and strawberry. So cute. And then look at these bookmarkers.
Those are very small bookmarkers. It looks like they would fall out of the book pretty easily. I've been recently... Is that a fucking fidget spinner? Oh God, my soul. I mean, look, I need to get some more new bookmarks recently. I've really got back into reading recently. Those look like they'd be way too small. Look like they would fall out quite easily.
These are bookmarkers. Like, if that ain't cute, I don't know what is. I've been really...
She's gonna talk about her ADHD or something like that, isn't she?
Wanting one of these thingies because I suffer with exfoliation, you guys know, and I really want to keep my fingers busy, and she got me one. Like, isn't that so sweet? Oh my God, I feel so emotional. God.
I feel so emotional. Why do you feel emotional about that? I'm sorry. It's just like, it's literally a fidget spinner. It's like a fidget spinner like 6 years too late. Isn't that when the craze was? I don't remember. Maybe it's just me, but when you're like a 32-year-old, like if you're like a 16-year-old and you have trouble focusing or something like that, and you feel like you have to be doing something at the same time, I kind of get a fidget spinner a wee bit more. I kind of get it a wee bit more. But when you're like 32, I'm like, bro, by that point you should really like be trying to like focus on your own like coping mechanisms, because what happens when that fidget spinner is not beside you? Are you immediately going to be like, oh, well, guess I have to, you know, start scratching my arms off because my fidget spinner's not here, because that's what you've tied with not doing that? So surely you should just be able to like find a coping mechanism you can do by yourself. I think that's probably a better way to do it.
She got me these stress balls. Like, oh my God, I had to open one instantly. Like, look how... I'm mad.
They don't look like they're like firm enough to be stress balls, really. Like a stress ball, I would assume would be like quite firm because you have to feel like you're doing something. This is like another like just kind of like childish coping mechanism toy. It just feels a wee bit odd and a wee bit weird. When people are joking that Feline comes across more as like a carer for Amber, I do understand it, because she's literally like buying her like toys for how to cope with being like sad or stressed. You know, like the Legos there to make her to like distract her, because it's like, oh, something I focus on, I don't think about anything bad. It's like the stress balls. Oh, it's when I'm stressed, I can squeeze it, take out stress. Oh, when like my ADHD is flying, I have the fidget spinner. You know, it's just like, it just feels like her girlfriend is just buying her like coping toys.
Like, look how cute.
It's not.
It's like cute, funny, and silly.
It's
like,
not.
You can't be stressed.
It looks horrifying. It looks horrifying. It's like a wee cute animal and you're squeezing its guts out. It's not really that cute.
Squeezing on one of those, I can tell you that. And then she got me this phone charger where it's like portable.
Oh.
I think that is so cool. So I'm excited to give that a try.
I thought it was like a replacement light. Okay, never mind. You think she got me a phone charger and it's like portable, and I think that's cool. It's like, aren't like all phone chargers like portable nowadays? Like, apart from like the wired ones you stick into the wall. Isn't that the part of like? Isn't that the point of like phone chargers? Like, yeah, isn't it? It's like their battery packs just.
Obviously a Lego moment, because I'm obsessed with Legos. And it's funny because I almost got her this. I was very close, so we both would.
Why would you get her this? She doesn't seem to really do Lego. It just seems so weird. It's like, I was going to get her this, but then she got me it. It's just like, that makes me suspicious because like, I've never really seen Feline as anyone who really goes crazy for Lego. Like, the only Lego I really remember her doing was the shoe. It was like the Nike or Adidas shoe that came with her like Adidas Michael Jordan's book or whatever it was that you got for Vlogmas.
Got one, and I've been hounding her. I really want a fish. I don't know why. So obviously I can't get a fish. So she got me this like.
Obviously, I want a fish. I guess out of everyone in the world, like so out of every animal in the world, I could imagine you wanting a fish because you're like an aesthetic person. You probably want like a very picturesque fish to have and be like, oh look, it's cute. Not realizing that there's like is a bit of work involved in looking after fish. So yeah, I could actually imagine you wanting a fish.
Fake fish tank. When I hook it up and stuff, I will definitely show you guys. I'm so excited. I have 3 cute little fish. Look at that. Last but not least, these gorgeous flowers.
They look fake.
They're absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, baby.
Am I wrong? Maybe they're not. Maybe my eyesight's not 100%, but they kind of look fake to me.
Thanks, baby.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Oh, baby. Thanks, baby. I know, baby. I love you, baby. Thanks, baby. God, we had more babies there than we've had in the last month and a half.
Now I'm gonna set up your stuff. So these are the things I got her. I got her a bonsai tree grow kit. I got her a Lego because she does like Legos. I got her into them.
Does she? I've like I said, but the problem is we see so little of Feline. Does she like Lego? Like I don't know. I've not really seen it. Like I've not really seen it. Like I said, apart from shoot. What are you shouting at? Are you into Lego? Are you into Lego? Yeah, you are.
She loves the Strange Planet, like Instagram. So I got her the book. She needed a new perfume, so I got her Guess Seductive. She loves hats,
Ghost
so I got
hat?
her one of those with a little ghosty. She loves face masks, skincare, etc., etc. So I got
Even just the way she is like setting this up, she is trying to set this up in an like aesthetic way, and it's a bit, a bit weird. And oh my god, are we getting more fucking socks?
her a ton of those, and she does love socks, so I got her some of them. I really tried to think of her and what she loves, so I got her some coconut milk scrub and some brown sugar scrub.
Even see the way she was like when she's putting them on, she was looking in the camera to see how it looks in the camera when she sets it down. Who are you doing this for? Are you doing it for Feline, or are you doing this for like, oh my god, guys, it's so aesthetic for my channel? Whose gifts do I think were better? Well, I think I would rather get Feline's gifts. Like obviously, like it's like a perfume. That's something like you can actively use. Like the Lego is just fucking pointless. Bonsai, I think bonsai are cute. It's not something I would personally go for myself, but whatever. If that's a Instagram thing she likes, okay, cool. A bunch of skincare stuff, like cool, whatever. Feline might have bad skin and we just don't know it. Socks, pointless. Hat, yeah.
And last but not least, she loves like the balloon dog, which so do I. It's super cute. So I found that on Amazon.
She loves the balloon dog. Is that like a specific thing I don't know about? The balloon dog. Okay.
I hope she likes everything. Actually, I already know because I'm editing. She loved everything. All right, come out here.
Why do we have to keep seeing you from this
You guys
angle?
can see her face.
Yeah, do you know what we could if you turned the camera around? I wish you guys could see her face. Why say that? Why draw attention to that when you're very specifically not showing us her face?
You like?
I'm so glad the off-screen ghost is reacting to this pile of shit we've already seen. I feel nothing here because it's like Feline is like a disembodied voice that's in the background.
Strange place.
I did.
You love me.
Of course I love you.
Oh my
Can you think of
god,
that?
kawaii desu.
So obsessed. Baby.
So I don't know how that smells, so we gotta try it out.
We're gonna find out right now. Ooh, this is aesthetic. You've never been needing some new cologne.
It is not aesthetic. It is literally just a glass bottle. What the fuck are you talking about, Feline? Like, what are you actually talking about? I just don't care. And the fact that they have to keep reaffirming their relationship to each other, I've always said is cringe. It really is cringe.
Tell me if it smells good.
Ooh, I'm ready. I just came.
Babe.
Oh, I can't.
I don't need to know any of that. Why? That's disgusting. Thanks.
Say that, my bad.
That smells
I love that they changed the camera angle. Like, she was like, "1 second, Flynn, I need to turn the camera around, get myself lined up in frame. Okay, just Rami, stick your wrist in my face, thanks."
Oh, you did good with this one.
Guess seductive. She has to go back to work, so we're kind of in a rush. You love everything though, baby?
Baby, I'm obsessed. You got me socks.
It's just like, I'm sorry, the socks thing just is like, bro, you like I said, 80% of the content of this fucking channel is getting new socks, apparently. Like, so, how many socks do you go through a fucking day?
I did.
You know I love my socks. Were we on the same page with socks?
We were on the same page with socks.
Yeah,
I
imagine.
literally have almost bought this hat so many times.
Really?
So many times.
There's so many different colors. You have no idea how hard it was for me to choose a color.
No, this is perfect.
Good.
I'm sorry, I really don't care. We're not even included in this video anymore. It is just like a conversation between these two. It is a conversation between Amber and like the disembodied voice of her fucking girlfriend. Like, talking about, like, do you like that? I like that. Do you like that? I like that. Do you like this? I like this. Do you like that? I like that. Okay. Cool. Like, could you not have thought of some, like, more interesting way to do it? At least, like, Vlogmas was, like, a gift a day, kind of exchanging back and forth. It wasn't just, like, super repetitive.
Yes, we were.
You
A
know, I've been
bonsai
asking
grow
for a
kit.
bonsai tree.
Yep.
I'm going to put this together as soon as I'm done. I'm obsessed. The color scheme, first of all,
Yeah, you're obsessed with everything. I get it. Like, literally obsessed is like 80% of your language, just like the fucking socks, or 80% of your clothes. Sorry, it's just so boring. Did you get me this Lego? Oh, I wanted this Lego. I was going to get myself this Lego. Were you? Oh, did you get me a bonsai tree? I was going to get myself a bonsai tree. Were you? Oh, I'm obsessed with this hat. Oh, I'm obsessed with this face cream. Oh, I'm obsessed with these socks. It's like, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it feels like she's going off a script because it is so fucking repetitive.
No, the color scheme, like, all goes together, besides the book, but...
Oh,
yes.
That's so embarrassing. Is this fucking serious? She picked the gifts so they all had, like, a bluey gray, like, black in it, like, a beige. She picked it for that reason. That is... It's actually pathetic. Like, I don't know. It's like some people are like, oh, well, that's actually extra thought put into it. And it's like, but no, because then you're not buying stuff you think they want specifically. You're buying stuff to fit your aesthetic shot. Like, I didn't even notice in your YouTube. Like, I'm amazed she didn't use that as her fucking thumbnail.
And I didn't even do the color scheme on purpose. It just, like, happened.
Yeah, sure, okay, 100%. Why would you draw attention to it if you did? Oh, it was by accident, guys. I totally didn't even realize.
Look at this guy. Because I know you like the balloon dog.
He's going on my desk.
I figured. Hello.
Okay, God, we're PO box time. I can't wait. I've genuinely hated this vlog a lot. It's not been a huge amount of fun. It's just like we went for all the boring stuff at the start. To like, I was like, okay, it could be interesting. We're doing this Easter basket thing. That actually could be a wee bit interesting. And now it's like, no. We're just gonna sit there and be like, do you like that? I like that. Do you like this? I like that. And it's just like, God, that's boring.
It's the end of the night. Me and Feline just, like, hung out, spent some time together. I do want to end this video. I know it was a lackluster. Today just consisted of massive therapy and just really focusing in.
Massive therapy. You know, like, normal people do like normal therapy, but me, I'm Amber, I'm special. I do like massive therapy. It's so much harder for me doing therapy than it is for like you plebs. Like, I know you guys have done therapy and you think it's hard for you. It's actually like hard for me, okay? Just so you know, I'm like the alpha tier victim. You're all like omegas, okay? Like, Jesus Christ, she has to like fucking like play up everything to do with her in the world, doesn't she? Holy fuck.
And on emotions.
Yeah,
really
shut up. I don't care. Hurry up and do your thing.
Day, but I do want to do P.O. Box. What I mean by that's how I spent my day is because I
Oh my God, shut up and just do your fucking P.O. Box. Holy actual fuck. Was it not enough for 6 minutes of like, boo-hoo, I'm a victim at the start, that now you have to integrate it into the fucking P.O. Box segment? Because you say, it's time for P.O. Box. Oh, well, actually, first I need to talk about how, oh my God, I'm so sad, I'm such a victim.
Like, quite a few of my emotions today.
Oh
like,
my
why
God,
I was feeling them.
Fuck up.
Just answering all the questions that my therapist told me to do.
Shut up, do your fucking P.O. Box, Jesus.
So anyways, let's do P.O. Box. So it's P.O. Box time.
Christ.
So first thing we have this package. So
and do you know what I love? Usually I skip the P.O. Box because they're terrible and they're boring. But Probably can't do that because I'm going to be cutting out a fairly decent chunk of this content. So just to make my video a decent length, I'm probably going to have to include this.
We have a little bag. Oh, for some reason I thought it was a bag in here. What is this?
Sure you did.
I have a note.
Sure you did. Sure you thought it was a bag. Usually when I feel a box, I think it's a bag as well. Was she doing that because no one believed her about the like mobility scooter and all, but she suddenly, for like the mobility scooter's like, just so you know, this was opened ahead of time, but don't worry, I don't know what it is. And it was like the mobility scooter thing, and it's like no one believed her, and now she's still doing the pre-open things, being like, I have a bag. Oh, whoops. I assumed it was a bag, as I have not looked at it, guys. Just so you know, I did not look at it, but actually it was a box. So how the fuck would you fuck up a box and a bag? They feel entirely different. It's so fucking stupid.
So let me read that. So this is actually from someone's business called the LM Collection.
Wow. It's an advert, guys. An advert. I'm just going to skip because I'm not showing a fucking advert.
Here we have another package.
Yeah, I'm not going to show that. It was like crap. It was like just really standard shit. Yeah. I wish, like it seems like maybe 50 to 75% of the stuff she's gotten recently have all been advertisements. And it's like, bro, this is a PO box. It's going to be my fans send me cool, fun stuff. And it is literally just sponsorships. Like, what's the fucking point?
Ooh, looks like we have a book. House of Leaves by Mark. I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Mark Z. Danielis. Let me do this right.
Maybe
Danielis. No.
She's so quirky. Danieluski? Isn't that it? Isn't it like really like straightforward? It's not even like I would expect. The way she was trying to pronounce it, she made it sound like there's like a B in it. I don't know what House of Leaves is, but she seems excited about it. So maybe it's like I don't know, a young adult thriller about a young fat girl who eats to get by with PTSD, who had a hysterectomy. Maybe it's that, because that's the only type of book I can imagine like Amberlynn getting excited for. Oh yeah, sorry, there's also lots of twists probably too.
I've actually read this. Yes, I have. So whoever sent this to me, which I didn't get a
I don't know what this is.
note or anything.
I'm trying to pause that thing. I don't even know.
I'm going to pass this on to someone else, someone who loves reading and who will enjoy it as much as I did. But thank you to the person who sent this to me. Wow. So if you guys want to send me anything, here.
Guys, if you want to send anything for me to, like, shout out your company or anything like that, if you want to send a check as well, make sure you send it to this address here, guys. Like, we got two things. One was a fucking advert and one was a book. And she's like, oh, I already have this book, so I'm going to give it away. Thanks. It's like, cool.
Is my P.O. box. I appreciate everything. You guys are honestly amazing. Okay, next is voice memos, where I am being interviewed by you.
It immensely triggers me every single time she's trying to make this like a catchphrase, and it's just like, bro, maybe change it at this point, because like we've had more, and like I love you, you're like so cool, you are amazing, and I like you, and you're so cool. Here, fucking, I hate them. Then we've had actual questions.
See, who are the lucky interviewers today?
Hey Amber, so we're gonna ask another question. It's Margaret again. Hi, it's Sarah again, Amber.
Okay, well, I'm assuming she's never played them before, because I don't think I've ever heard Margaret or Sarah before.
And we wanted to know.
We were just wondering, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Okay, love you, bye.
Wow, we're gonna replace that right. Oh my god, look at that. Jesus fuck. Apart from she just has a missing tooth in general, that one is like fucking turning black there. That's gross. Sorry, I got totally distracted. That's right out there with a color question. Favorite movie of all time. Should I answer this as well? Guys? To show how inane and pointless this fucking thing is. My favorite movie of all time is probably Aliens. Because I really like Aliens. Because I like Ripley as a character. She's cool. And I think the xenomorphs are the coolest aliens. And also, I like futuristic guns and people getting killed and blowing stuff up. So it really works well for me. There you go. That's my favorite movie of all time, guys. There you go. You know a bit of the potato lore.
Hi, you guys. My favorite movie of all time. I used to say Forrest Gump. That used to be a big one for me. But I'm going to go with A Simple Favor.
Hello, Amber. Did you go to Comic-Con?
I've never even heard of A Simple Favor. I was doing mine as a bit of a joke to try and like, you know, why not? I really like movies, so I like talking about movies. So I was just kind of like in a joking way introducing what I like about my favorite movie. She's just like, I like Simple Favor. Bye. It's like, I don't even know what that movie is. I've literally never even heard of that movie before. Why didn't you say, oh, I like this movie because it's so in depth, or it really shows, you know, mental health well, you know, something like that. You know, if someone said like, what's your favorite anime movie, I would be able to talk about A Silent Voice, about everything that I like about it, that I like its portrayal of bullying, of regret, of suicide. I like all that stuff. She's just like, Simple Favor, bye. Oh my god, I actually just looked up A Simple Favor, and it is literally just like the book thing. It's just her. It is about a vlogger. There's like twists. There's like abusive parents and girls having to run away from home and being lesbians. And I was just watching it going like, oh my god, this is seriously just like the book thing. Like, spoiler for the end of it, I guess, but the ends with being like, ha, I recorded your crimes and live streamed to my vlog audience, and then she gets 1 million followers. I was like, oh my god, this is seriously just like, is it seriously just the fucking book thing again? So funny. It's like, okay.
This year. Love you.
No, I did not. But thank you so much.
I didn't even fucking hear the question. Sorry. I'm sorry. We're going to have to go back because that question was 3 seconds long.
Did you go to Comic-Con this year? Love you.
Did you go to Comic-Con this year? Bro, do you think maybe you would have seen a vlog about that if she had gone to Comic-Con? Why would you think she'd go to Comic-Con? Has she ever gone to Comic-Con before? Like, she's a bit nerdy, but like, a bit nerdy. It's not like I would assume this is something she would do. Oh, that's a weird fucking question.
No, I did not. But thank you so much for the question.
I think the question everybody wants to know is, what happened to the binge
I think the question everyone wants to know is like, why are you eating your cell phone whilst also recording this? Holy fuck.
monster?
Oh, the binge monster.
Yikes on bakes.
Hi, Amberlynn. I was just wondering.
So you're not going to even answer that? The person was asking about the binge monster? Like, okay, you're not going to answer that? Yikes on bikes, you're just going to rip off, like, who's it? Alex Shook says that? Like, okay. Why? If you're not even going to answer them, why even include it?
Wondering if you have like a weird habit or quirk that you can only act out when you're by yourself, not even in front of Feline or your family or anybody, that you can only do when you're by yourself. Because I know I have my quirks, so I was just wondering that. Love you, bye-bye.
Aw, I love
Aren't like weird quirks like something you generally like have no control over? Like I don't know. Do people have like quirks that they only do like in front of themselves? Like it's like, oh, this is such a thing I can't even do it in front of like my girlfriends, because I thought it'd be like a quirk's like just something you just do. You don't really have too much control of it. That's why it's like a quirk. You know, maybe I'm just mistaken, because like I don't know. I talk to my cats and I talk to my dog, but I do it in front of people. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything in particular I do like by myself that I wouldn't do in front of anyone else. I don't know. I really, especially not like, because especially when you're like living with someone, I don't really think that's that much of a thing anymore. But like, okay.
you. Thank you for the question. Oh my gosh, it's so hard because majority of like my weird little habits and my quirks, Feline sees them and I present them in front of her. Gosh, let me think.
Are you not gonna say she loves them as well?
Anything. Because it's like you asked me like something I do by myself, like not in front of Feline, and I'm pretty like myself in front of her, so I don't even have an answer. Oh my god, I feel like that's such a bad answer. I'm sorry. So anyways,
literally the last person you just didn't even answer. You just went yikes on bikes and then just didn't answer it. So like, I love you're apologizing because like, oh well, I'm sorry, this probably isn't even a very good answer. You don't answer other people.
You guys enjoyed this video. I
no, it was awful.
Quirky thing that I do when I'm alone.
You
know, sure. I feel like I want to ask Feline to answer.
I feel like you just want to make up a quirky thing because you think you're like a really quirky, interesting person. I feel like you just want to make up a quirky thing to include just to show how quirky you are.
One day, like some of the weird things that I do, or like the weird habits that I do, or like quirky things that I do that she has seen me do, because it's like I've always been myself. Like what?
Yeah, sure. Like you're such an open book. Like, no, I don't give a shit what Feline says. Feline's not even a character. She's a disembodied voice. She's like in the Charlie Brown show. She's the voice of the parents. You never see the faces. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care.
What is quirky? What is weird? Like, you know? So I know that she has actively been honest where she's like, that's weird. That's a quirky thing. So I feel like I want to I have her answer that in a future video because I don't know. What does she think? You know? So anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and I'll see you in my next one.
I didn't. It was absolutely dog shit and awful. Yeah, terrible video. Really, really bad start. And then I've got a little bit of hope in my soul about the Easter baskets without the baskets because, okay, whatever. And then it was just nothing. It didn't even feel like we were included. It just felt like she was just like recording just the empty platitudes they were giving each other back and forth. And it's just like, okay, cool. P.O. Box was honestly pointless once again. I might cut it out because it was just an advert and a book she already got that she just said she's going to give to someone else. And then the questions and answer thing, like, what's your favorite movie? Did you go to Comic-Con for some reason? Someone asked about the binge monster and she refused to answer. And then are you quirky by yourself? It was such a nothing vlog, really disappointing. I see Chantel has got a new gym vlog up. I'm so excited. I told myself I'd get the Amberlynn one out of the way because I knew it would pull my mood down and I want to be happy like afterwards. So I'm gonna watch the Chantel one after this. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video here. Have a good one. Bye bye.